Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about a really easy way you could play through Bad Day by Justin Bieber. And it starts out with kind of this cool little lead guitar part, and then we're going to end up capoing this on the 2nd fret to kind of match the recording. But you could kind of simulate that by playing open A, and then 5th fret on the high E, and then 7th on the high E, and then back to 5th fret on the high E, and then open E, and then 3 on the high E, 5 on the high E, and then back to 3 on the high E. Want to kind of match those the guitar part. You'd have open A, B, A, open E, G, A, G. Now the chords that would kind of back up that lick would start on an A minor chord. When you play A minor, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger goes to the D string on the 2nd fret, and third finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord. That sounds really, really sad. Now if you want to, you could kind of do that same chord, same notes in a different place by going to the 5th fret as kind of a bar across the entire 5th fret. Third finger could go to the A string on the 7th fret, and actually that's kind of an A minor 7 is kind of a bar chord. And if you wanted to, you could even kind of start out with the low E string there, and then kind of add the pinky in on the high E string for that 7th fret, and then go back to kind of just the bar. So if you wanted to, kind of a bass down, 7, 5, kind of working that for your A minor chord. And then from there we'll be going into an E minor chord. When we play E minor, first finger goes to the A string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the D string 2nd fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. Now you can even kind of lift off the first finger of that and make that an E minor 7. Or you can even kind of take the 2nd finger and go to the high E 3rd, and then kind of do that same lick using the pinky to go to the 5th fret on the high E string, and then back to the 3rd fret, kind of with the 2nd finger. So if you wanted to, you could kind of match those licks actually from the recording with that A minor and then that E minor chord instead of the scaled down version too. Now a lot of times with a song like this though, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the A minor and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we tried that through our verse chorus. We have the A minor, down, up, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, down, up, A minor, down, up, down, up, E minor, down, up, up. Something else that I like to add to a song like this too is bass notes. And on the A minor, you could add in the bass on that first down, if the down, down, up, down, up. So an A minor with an A bass. And if you wanted to, you could add in the E minor with the low E string of the bass. So if you wanted to, you could kind of take that strum pattern and kind of add basses to it. And actually, another strum pattern I think that could be a lot of fun to work with the tune is something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're kind of dividing that beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that foot tap into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the A minor and do it down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you're doing on the first beat. And then on the second beat, you're doing a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then on the third beat, you're doing a up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you're going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So all together, you got down, 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 up. Especially on the A, E minor, where these E minor hits where you maybe could do down and kind of kill the strings, or you'll even hear some places where that kind of gets repeated, actually, like in the recording. Now the weird part is to play along with Justin Bieber, instead of starting on an A minor chord, he's starting on a B minor chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and you put the capo on 2nd fret, then now your A minor is really a B minor chord, and your E minor is really an F sharp minor chord. But you could even kind of start with that intro that we were talking about, and this is weird because everything gets shifted by 2 frets. But you could kind of play that or be thinking that 5, 7, 5 on the A chord, on the A bass, and then an open E for the 3, 5, 3. Or you could even kind of use that bar, but now we'd be on 7th fret. Kind of use that A minor chord voicing that we were talking about. It's really B minor, 7 down. And then you could use that E minor kind of for your voicing there too. So that might be kind of a cool way to kind of try and match the recording too. Or if you're just starting out, you may just want to strum through that, and you could have the A minor, down, up, down, up, E minor, down, up, A minor, down, up, E minor, down. Or you could add basses to that. So A minor with an A bass, E with a low E bass, A minor with an A bass, E minor with a low E bass, A minor with an A bass, E minor with a low E bass. And you can just kind of watch out for those spots where the E minor kind of gets killed, or we end up kind of repeating that kind of with that down kill it idea. Or you could try the 16th note pattern and have A minor, E minor, A minor, E minor, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, E minor, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Or you could add basses to that. A minor with an A bass, E minor with low E bass, A minor with an A bass, E minor with low E bass. Or you might want to kind of experiment with all those things and kind of mix them up and kind of work back and forth between. Or if you know other licks around the chord, that could be a cool thing to kind of jam around it too. So you may want to kind of play around with that too, or just kind of mix it up different ways. That can always be cool. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Bad Day by Justin Bieber. So good luck!